What's up, guys? It's Manga Kid here, and I'm here to bring you chapter 133 of My Hero Academia, chapter entitled Chase Kirishima. Now, I love these side chapters. I do. I love not side chapters, not even side chapters. I love these side character chapters that develops on like these background characters or side characters because they're usually very good and really gives a lot of insight on these characters. But the chapter starts off leaving off from last chapter, Kirishima chasing the one guy that shot Sun Eater last week. But Sun Eater's alright. It doesn't seem to cause as much damage as a regular bullet, even though it's being shot, but it does like still take away your quirk. It has the little bullet that has the little whatever it is in that thing to take away quirks or nullify quirks because this thing seems like it lasts like forever. That's what it seems like because like why would they try to develop a weapon that won't last if they're trying to take over like the heroes and everything. They're trying to destroy all the heroes. Why would they come up with a product that only temporarily nullifies quirks? They'll try. If I was evil, I would try to find a permanent way to nullify quirks. And so I like where it's going with this. I like how everything's going in the story with the evil. With like these guys are actually fucking evil. Like they's like we will destroy everything y'all build in order for us to rise up, just for a new set of ideas to come into play. And this is like what the third generation of heroes. So it's like these folks haven't even been around that long. These powers haven't even been around that long, and they're people just trying to crush them. But back to the story. Sun Eater's alright, but his quirk has been nullified. Fat, he tells Fat about this. Fat is like, oh, so it's kind of like erasers, but it's like eraser nullifies. He doesn't really just take it away. He nullifies the quirk, but he can't nullify all quirks. And this makes me think: can this nullify all quirks or just certain quirks? And so, like, what I was about to say, um, continuing on, Kirishima chases this guy into the into a dead end in the alleyway, and the guy is like, and he's trying to tell the guy, "Why are you running? Aren't you even going to try to save your friends?" Like looking at him like a complete, utter, despicable villain. Nobody's like, "Bro, you're just evil." He's like, "I do want to save him. I just can't. My fucking quirk sucks." And then he retaliates on Kirishima, tries to cut him in the face, like right here with his bladed quirk, but does nothing to Kirishima since he has a hardening quirk. Kirishima's already hardening up. Kirishima dicks him right in the face with that ball of fish you see there, and like the guy falls down. He starts crying, and he's like, I did want to save him. My fucking quirk just sucks. I can't extend more than like 10 centimeters on my hand, which is about 4 inches. Sounds like the guy has like um sounds like he's compensating. I don't know. It sounds like he has a very bad time with a lot of people showing off his quirk. He doesn't want to show off his quirk to a lot of people because people might laugh at him. Yeah, people. Yeah, I understand you, man. Like some people have that. To each his own, but you got to learn how to use it. But dick jokes aside, let me. The guy uses something as Kirishima keeps talking to him. He's like, you're a hero. You're able to become a hero. Your quirk is hero qualified. Mine is not. It's like, but my brothers, they said that the time of heroes is going to be eradicated soon, and the time for people like us who have quirks that aren't recognized by the public is to rise. And as long as I stay with my brothers, I will be granted power. And so this. He pulls out this little black tube that boosts his quirk. Now, Anybody who reads Vigilantes knows exactly what this is. I forgot the name of it, but it is the drug that turns your that gives you like a times 10 multiplier on your quirk. And so this guy is like, it's like, I he uses it, and it's supposed to like turn your tongue black, but I did not see his tongue down time in this chapter, so I can't confirm if his tongue turned black or not. But that's exactly what happens when you use this. But immediately after he takes it, the effects just instantly just start popping out of his body, blowing Kirishima back by surprise. Also, Kirishima even heard of this drug before, and like this guy was it increased his quirk so much. The guy was even able to cut Kirishima while he was hardened, and that was like, I was like, damn. Guys like, oh, you getting cocky now, huh? He's like, you didn't expect this, and like I was like, bro, you're the cocky one because you thought your bullet was gonna work. That's all I gotta say. I hate villains like this that like they're so like mad at themselves to the point where they gotta like shut other people up just to bring their own self-esteem up, and I hate that they just can't accept their own failures and develop better. And like that's the only thing I like fight for. It's like it's not over with just because you're given this. You gotta push it and find out what you can do with it. And look what happens later on in the chapter. Kirishima thinks about it. Like he has like eternal flashback back when he was like back when he was hanging around like Kaminari, Bakugo, Zero, and I think what's the shadow guy's name? Tokoyami. He was hanging around all of them, and he's trying to find ways to make his quirk better and everything. He's like, and Bakugo just brought up the Kamino incident when he was fighting when All Might was fighting All for One, and he's like remember when All Might pushed himself but didn't break? That was strong, wasn't it? And Kaminari was thinking about it. He also had dropped some knowledge on him when he told him. He said, "I will be a horse that won't crumble." And like Kaminari was just thinking about it, and he started pushing himself, and it made him push himself even further, even further beyond. Because even Kaminari was thinking like, "Man, my quirk is weaker compared to you guys." It's like I can harden, but I can still get cut and all this stuff, and like I don't have a lot of stamina to hold it. It's like, well, it's like sometimes you just gotta push yourself. And so he pushes himself, he pushes himself, he pushes himself. This is Kirishima's plus ultra right here, and I love this. He pushed himself even further beyond 100%, and right there, I love it when he calls it Red Riot Unbreakable, and it's fucking fantastic. It reminds me of Guts while he's in his berserk mode, when he has the berserk armor on and the helmet when he looks like the demon dog. This is what it reminds me of. I like it looks so fucking beastly, but it has to be some drawbacks with this. I'm pretty sure his mobility is lowered in this state, and I'm pretty sure his visibility has gone down because it turns his eyes stone too. His eyes are also stone, but for his eyes to turn completely stone, I would think he'll have to lose his vision in order for it to work. So, but that's the end of the chapter right there. And just to think about what's happening next, of course, he's going. Kirishima is going to finish this guy. But another thing is they're going to have to find a way to like they already got the other two guys in question, but I really do think they're going to take this. I really do think somebody's going to save this guy from Kirishima. Kirishima's going to finish this guy off and try to arrest him, but somebody's going to try to save him. Because you got to realize they're in a place where no other heroes are, but just regular people are there. Nobody knows where Kirishima is. Fat chased after him, but we don't know how far Fat is away from him. Um, and I do kind of feel bad for Kirishima because the way this going, he's going to run out of stamina if he doesn't finish this quickly, and even after he finishes, he's going to be completely defenseless. So somebody's going to like he may lose his quirk next chapter, and I don't. I hope that doesn't happen because after this, after seeing something so beastly like this, I would hate to see Kirishima lose his quirk. But other than that, I have no other idea where this story is going. Cause I just been enjoying the ride lately. I haven't even been trying to make too many predictions. The only other prediction I have, just to add a few more minutes onto this, is like the villains and their like movements. Like we probably we're probably gonna spend some more time with the heroes right now since we just went back to the villains. But if we do go back to the villains, it's definitely going to like go back to the overhaul and Shigaraki conversation. And Shigaraki needs a I just realized Shigaraki needs a villain name. I don't think he ever had a villain's name or like a villain's alias because like you Chizaki has overhaul. I would love to see Shigaraki be called the Hand or something like that or some to that extent. But I've been loving what the villain's been doing in this story also. And Chizaki really has a master plan going on. Whatever his daughter Eri has going on, because I really do think it's his quirk mixed with her quirk that's making these bullets. And like, because you got to realize his we don't know what Chizaki's power is. A lot of people say it's cell control, and I want and I cell division, and I want to make a video on that because that sounds very plausible for being cell division. But what I really want to find out what is Aries quirk? Because her quirk is essential to the plan. Because Chizaki was willing to even get ready to kill um Izuku and Togata just to get Eri back, just to keep Eri in his possession. He would have killed those two just to keep Eri. So Eri has a very important role in its whatever her quirk is. And I love to see what her quirk would be, or I would love to see somebody even just tell me or give me an idea. I do plan on making a video on both of their quirk powers and like how what conditions would they have and anything that could push it further because that's always been saying like quirks are not always exactly what they seem in this story because just like Bakugo, we assume that Bakugo just can when Bakugo during his first period we assume that everything he touches explodes, but we find out that it's really his sweat and he can ignite it. His sweat is nitroglycerin, which he can ignite with his hands. And like all for one, we just assume all for one just had the strongest quirk possible when he has two quirks. A quirk that allows him to pass on his quirk, and a quirk that allows him to compile strength. And both of those together is a quirk that can compile strength over generations that can be passed down. And then and just like All for One has the power to take and give quirks. Well, make and give quirks. And that's fucking and it also has the power to force activate quirks. So all might actually may be used to the hero's advantage. And this may actually try to draw um a thin line between who is really a hero and who is really a villain. And I would love to see how this story develops after that. But that's all I got really. Just it's going to a rant now. But guys enjoy. Thumbs up, whatever it is. And I'll talk to you guys later. And peace.